Yes, I consent to being interviewed and recorded. I work at Remax off of Canyon. I work as a front desk receptionist. There's two of us that work up there. We answer emails, we answer phone calls, we contact agents, and we usually just set up meetings for them. I typically work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 1 to close. Typical tasks include anything from emailing agents, emailing clients, calling agents. We always have on-call staff. I make coffee for the agents. We take bank, deposit checks, tasks like that. There are about 8 of us that typically we cycle through the front desk. We are like evenly split, men and women. We do the same task usually. I usually close, so some of them usually open, and that's about it. We typically do the same task, only sometimes the men usually lift heavy boxes, tables, like the larger flyer boxes that we usually get. But other than that, we usually do the same amount of like tasks around the workplace.
And why do you think that the men usually lift the heavier objects?
We're not required to, but we usually just do it out of like common courtesy for the women. We just don't like want them to get injured or anything like that. Personally, I haven't had any issues with gender or anything like that in the workplace. One of my coworkers actually, we have a person that comes in and delivers office supplies, and he occasionally like flirts with her, and I don't know why he does it, or it's not very appropriate or for the workplace, but she feels very uncomfortable with it. Yeah. I don't really know if anything's actually been done about it. I haven't personally seen the guy in about a week, so he usually comes in every Thursday. If anything has been done, then some action's already been taken place, but I don't have specific details.
Now, this guy, does he only flirt with the coworker you mentioned, or is it with all the other coworkers?
He only comes in on Thursdays, and I only work with that specific coworker on those days. So for right now, it's just her. I don't know any other conflicts that have like happened. So the first time, I kind of just tried to take control of the situation and try to like take all the attention like towards me from her. And then afterwards, after he left, we discussed it and we came up like, since we know what time and like day he comes in, she usually heads upstairs and like does a round upstairs and like fills coffee and stuff like that, while I deal with the supply guy whenever he comes in. So not as a man, but as like coworker to coworker, I definitely believe that you should always like try to stick up and stay as a unit. Sometimes I actually do notice a difference when clients interact with my female coworker.
What differences do you observe?
Usually they're more comfortable with her, sometimes more patient, the tone is different. Nothing like crazy different, but definitely there is some differences there.
And why do you think that is?
I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know.